I'm Teresa Woodard, and here are your headlines from North Texas. A family is heartbroken after their beloved dog was shot and killed. This happened in Alvarado, about a half-hour drive south of Fort Worth. WFAA's Richard... Oh, I said WFAA. I'm sorry. Let's start over. Got it. I'll just say, and this is take two. Ready? Okay. In 3, 2, 1. I'm Teresa Woodard. Here are your headlines from North Texas. A family is heartbroken after their beloved dog was shot and killed. It happened in Alvarado, about a half-hour drive south of Fort Worth. Richard Solomon spoke with the family about a reward to help track down whoever did it.
Sit. Sit.
At the Samix home in Midlothian, man's best friend isn't just a pet.
Pistol.
It's a part of their family.
Come here, Pistol.
This is Pistol. She's normally more playful than this, but the reason why is why they sat down with me.
He was the sweetest, kindest dog.
Their 4-year-old basset hound named Sheriff, the same age as their daughter.
So that's the purpose of why we got him, and now that was cut short.
On February 25th, Catherine and Dalton Samix say someone shot and killed their beloved dog. Catherine says it happened while both dogs were spending time at her mother's home in Alvarado. Police tell us it happened between 10:30 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon.
He was hit once in his back near his spine, and then once in his shoulder that went through his chest. So that one ultimately killed him and went right through his heart.
Just think if it was your animal that got taken away from you.
Police say Sheriff was shot at least 3 times with a high-powered air gun. The family tells me they believe this was done intentionally.
Somebody who did it either leaned over the fence or climbed up over the fence. He was deliberately shot.
The Samix say the nonprofit organization SPAC of Texas is helping the family, and the reward is now up to $5,000.
At this point, I think I'm angry now, and I want to find out who did it.
Sheriff wasn't just a dog, you see. He was family.
Miss your friend.
And they say they won't stop until someone is held responsible.
Making sure that the person who did this isn't out there able to do it again.
In Midlothian, I'm Richard Solomon.
9 people tied to the July 4th attack on an ICE detention center are now awaiting sentencing. A jury found them guilty on multiple charges. Here's Scoop Jefferson now with reaction to that verdict.
A federal jury in Fort Worth convicted 9 people, prosecutors claiming they exposed a North Texas Antifa cell. Their defense attorneys say it was peaceful protest.
They went out there to do a noise demonstration, and as I stated in my closing, showcasing some of Mahdi's statements to provide a fourth outside of the facility.
Prosecutors told jurors the group arrived at the Prairieland ICE Detention Center last July 4th, dressed in black, armed with guns, fireworks, and explosives, then vandalized the center. Benjamin Song, the accused leader, fired the shot that injured an Alvarado police officer responding to the scene. Song, guilty of attempted murder of a police officer, discharging a firearm, and several other federal charges. His 8 co-defendants convicted on a range of charges, including rioting, providing material to support terrorism, and weapons and explosives offenses.
I thought she might have a chance on conspiracy. There's no way they established anything else.
The defendants' family and friends outside the courtroom every day with signs and banners.
A peaceful protest, if you consider that a riot, I don't know what the definition of a riot is anymore.
No comments from federal prosecutors after the verdict, but FBI Director Kash Patel wrote, "Acts of violence against our law enforcement partners will not be tolerated, and we continue our work to protect communities across the country from domestic terrorism." Now, Benjamin Song facing 20 to life in prison.
I know the jury did their very best.
I'm disappointed that the jury has spoken and we move forward.
For now, the defendants will remain in custody, back in court June 18th for sentencing. In Fort Worth, I'm Scoop Jefferson.
Some of the people watching the military operations in Iran the closest are the parents and families of the servicemen and women putting themselves in harm's way. A Fort Worth woman knows this struggle all too well, but she has found a way to unite concerned moms and dads. And as Kevin Reese shows us, her reasons for doing it are personal.
I don't go out. Come here. It's too draining. I'm an introvert. I'm happy being at home.
Happy and content until the day Denise Bush
I was devastated.
watched her son, her baby,
All I did was cry and be scared. I was a nervous wreck.
leave Fort Worth to join the Navy.
It was terrible having an empty nest.
And the best therapy this introvert can find.
He's a therapy dog. That's what he thinks he is.
With 2 dogs named Cutie Pie and a pug named Mr. Wednesday,
He watches and makes sure I do what I'm supposed to.
is to sit in her easy chair and crochet.
I crochet every day. It's helped me not worry. I tell you what it is doing, it's keeping me sane.
And it dawned on her one day that maybe there were other moms worried sick just like her
God said, hey,
and in need of a stitch of sanity too.
I want you to make scarves for all the Navy moms that want one.
She found a Facebook group for military moms, offered to crochet personalized scarves for free.
They all feel exactly like you do, whether you know it or not.
And that was about 500 scarves ago.
I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I am in Saratoga Springs, Utah.
I am currently living in Alaska.
Military moms across the country
I wear it every day to work.
proudly wear the gift of a Fort Worth introvert
When I put this on, it's like, just reminds me that they're going to be okay.
for all the world to see.
To be able to walk around my hometown and have this with me, it's like taking my babies with me everywhere I go.
They're very simple stitches, but somehow, I think it's magic when it gets to the mom and the mom puts it on. It looks beautiful to me too, and moms are so happy.
But there was a happiness that Denise was desperately seeking too. She's an introvert for a reason.
And it's considered a manageable form of leukemia.
Yes.
Acute lymphocytic leukemia, a treatable form of that disease. But 30 years ago, her own mom got the exact same diagnosis, one that made her so distraught that Nancy Calloway ended her own life.
She hadn't learned a way to cope with that kind of news, right?
And there wasn't a lot to be done. You just got sick and passed 30 years ago.
Which was when I noticed.
Yep, she's always here.
Her mom was in the room with us.
She would like that I was doing these. She would tell me how beautiful they are and how proud she is of me.
That pride and the sanity Denise is looking for
There is a healing to the crocheting for sure.
is giving her something to live for with every stitch.
It makes me feel connected to the military moms. I know they miss their kids too.
Denise, I adore you.
Miss Denise, you are a blessing. What she's weaving here, she's connecting us.
We're a whole village. We support each other, and wearing this just reminds me every day that no matter how hard my day is, there's so many other moms going through the same thing.
I feel so blessed that they like them.
So in that corner of a small house in Fort Worth, with a sometimes snoring pug keeping guard, Denise Bush keeps crocheting and connecting a family of military moms while mending the frayed pieces
It's more of a blessing to me than it is to them.
of her own life too.
Mr. Wednesday, you can't get pug hair on here.
In Fort Worth.
Come on.
I'm Kevin Reese.
Community can heal. Those are your headlines from North Texas.